What's up guys, welcome back. Today is going to be kind of a shorter video, but we do have some very exciting news. I just got word back from the painter and this thing is almost ready to go. What's up, Chino?
Oh my god.
This is Chino, guys. You guys have met Chino before. He's calling off work today to hang out with us.
You're right.
We're gonna be custom engraving Camacho's hood today.
Hood scoop.
Hood scoop. Let's do it.
Let's do it. First you prep the surface. Dude, let's just like.
Nestor wants me to get a Sharpie and just like write all over it.
No, like you just put some Velcro.
Let's engrave.
Take it to like the store, let people drawing it.
No.
Like a whiteboard. Let it hang.
What? It doesn't work like that because I'm doing it myself. Like I'm hanging it myself.
No, I'm hanging it. Let loose.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Loosen up, dude.
It does. I can't, dude.
Yes, you can. Loosen up.
It's not like that's not how it works.
So like I said, guys, we do have some exciting news today. I have been in contact with the guy that's painting my car, and we talked a couple of days ago, and he said that he's not 100% sure, but it's looking like Friday is going to be the day that the STI goes into the booth for paint. And that is so exciting, guys. This car has been mismatched for the longest time now, and to have it go into paint this week is honestly super exciting for me. I stopped by his shop and we actually talked about everything that's going to be fixed on the car, just because I was so worried about a couple of things that I'm not too sure we're going to go right or wrong. So we talked about it. I talked to him for about an hour, and he says that every single thing that I need fixed is going to get fixed. So every time I go talk to him, I grow a little more trust in him, and I think he's honestly going to do a really good job. So let's quickly just go over what's going to be done to the car. Obviously, all the dents are going to get fixed. Everything is going to get bondoed, covered up. As far as custom work, we are going to mold the front flare piece to the bumper. So just this piece right here will get molded to the front bumper. As far as the flare, to be honest with you guys, the fronts aren't really that bad when it comes to gaps inside of here. But what we are going to do is this piece right here is going to get moved right to the crack of the door and the fender. So this is going to get moved about maybe less than an inch right here, and then that way we can guide ourselves all the way throughout this piece here. I did talk to a couple of guys that are flared, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but they said it's a lot easier if you heat up the fiberglass or the molding of the flare and then move it accordingly to where you need it. Another guy also told me that you can't be afraid to break these things. It is fiberglass. It can break easily, but you can't be afraid to break it because then you won't get them sitting in the correct spot. So this guy does have experience working with fiberglass, so it won't be an issue. If we get a crack anywhere in the flare, he can easily fix that. So that's not something that I'm too worried about. Now, as far as the rears, obviously I've mentioned this big old gap right here on the door with the, I think they call it the dog piece here. So what I'm actually gonna do with this right here, I'm gonna get that molded to the door. So this is all gonna be one piece. I haven't seen this be done on any other Subaru where they just mold this piece here and then have this piece riveted in, but I think it's gonna look really good. That way I avoid any gaps in here. I really didn't want to use that weather trimming in here anyway, so this flare as well has to be pushed back just a little bit on this end right here and then have it properly fit to the door piece here. Now what I'm gonna do once the flares are on and everything is painted is I'm going to run the weather stripping in between here. There is some that they sell at Home Depot that's a little thinner. I think you can cut it and it comes out thinner. I think that's what I'm gonna use here, just so the actual paint and the fiberglass don't rub against each other and end up messing up the paint there. Also did place an order on Downstar hardware for the flares, so we're gonna be getting rid of these bolts and rivets that are sitting in here at the moment. I don't really like those. I think it makes the flare kind of sit out just a little bit here because it hits the end of that rivet. And I heard Downstar has really good hardware for this stuff, so that's what I'm gonna use. I already placed an order, so that should be here soon. Now, as far as the front bumper, the only thing left here is the JDM fog lights and the bezels. I did end up finding a set of bezels and fogs. Unfortunately, the guy was not really cooperating when it came to selling them, so that ended up not happening. So at the moment I still am looking for the JDM fogs and the bezels. So if anyone knows if anyone's selling some, make sure to hit us up in our DMs or comment down below and we'll definitely check those out. For those of you who do remember, my power steering rack is leaking and I am planning on getting that fixed. So the plan with that is, since my rear quarter panels aren't cut high enough, that is the reason why my ride height is sitting so high in the rears. So once this gets cut and we're able to lower the car, then I'll install the power steering rack. That way we can get the car aligned all at one time. I don't want to like lower the car, get the car aligned, do the power steering rack, and then get it aligned again. So we're gonna do all of that all at once. Yeah guys, that's pretty much what's going on with the STI. I know a lot of you guys have been asking when it's going into paint, when I'm paint matching everything. Friday, it's officially going in. If it doesn't happen to go in on Friday, it is going in that weekend. So it's not very long until this car is sitting in a booth, getting dismantled, sanded down, and it's gonna be insane, guys. I've waited so long for this moment and it's finally gonna go down. The painter did tell me it was gonna take about a month to a month and a half just to get everything ready, just because he has to redo the flares. He's gonna take his time. I told him that's completely fine. Take your time, do everything right. If you guys are excited, make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. And if you haven't already guessed, take a guess at what color I'm gonna go with. It's not a Subaru color, it's a custom color, but I wanna see if any of you guys can get it right. I don't think you will, but it's worth a try to guess. I know this was a short video, but I just wanted to update you guys on that. We are going to be uninstalling the flares. Side skirts are already off. We're gonna be taking the vinyl off the black mirrors, the vinyl off the top of the roof. Everything is coming off with me. That way I can get rid of all the rivets and everything, since those are getting covered up anyway, and new holes are gonna be drilled. So I'll probably be doing that this week, maybe Thursday.